the percentage or the chances of getting it when they dropped the North Pole. And I don't know if that's factual,
I don't
because
know.
it could just be, because it could just be my luck. Like I have shit luck, so you know.
You
uh,
definitely do, but like,
But I mean, yours
still.
when it comes to the North Star has been worse than mine,
Oh, hell yeah.
because I at least have caught it off of other rods at least once, and but I mean, I'll never get. This thing is with a lot of things in this game, I can never get these things on my own, and I always have to rely on y'all to usually get it, or Cloud, I should say.
Right, but that, well,
Cloud's
that,
been on me
that's the
for a
thing
while.
though, too. Like, usually me and Cloud would get one right after the other of each other. Like, lately, I can't get a single fucking thing to save the life of me. And that's where, like, from the beginning to even after the big nerfs, right? I was still like, okay, yeah, no, I still love this game. It's still playable. It's still enjoyable. And that's where we've been talking quite a bit about it because I definitely think it needs to be talked about because at some point with the direction that they're going, it's it's becoming unenjoyable. Like at some point with continuing like doing the one big nerf, okay, to a degree, it really needed to happen. Maybe not in the way that they did it, but it definitely needed to happen. But A, you should have stopped there and given it a break. But continuing down the path of just nerfing everything, but not only nerfing everything, giving it the community something to be excited about and then taking it away consistently every week is also shitty. And then nerfing all of the chance rates. Why? Like, I don't even understand why. And what it's also doing is making it like the over half the community. Even I remember when we first started, before the big nerfs, right? Used to complain about how grindy the game was, and I'd sit here and I'd be like, dude, it's not grindy. But if they already felt that way, how do they feel now when it is?
That's quite literally become a grind.
Right, it is now treading into that territory of nothing but grind. And if they continue down that path, that is literally all the game's gonna be.
Yeah, and the thing is, we started playing it because it wasn't as grindy as the other game that we regularly play.
Right.
It was the idea is that it was a bit more of a
Relaxing game.
relaxed, relaxed speed. You didn't have to grind really hard for most things, and now it's become.
Is this kid seriously fucking no, get fucked.
What do you say?
This kid in the fucking chat was like, could I have Fish or Game Pass? What do I fucking look like, your mother? Go ask your parents.
Is that what he was trying to do when he was trying to trade me relics?
Maybe.
I mean, I denied it. He kept trying to trade me, so I was like, I just got curious of what he was trying to trade me. So I accepted it, and then he started putting like regular relics in there, and I was like, so I canceled the trade. I was just curious. I was never gonna take
Stop chasing
whatever he
me,
tried to
bro.
say. If he keeps doing it, boot him.
Oh, I will. Anyways, that is exactly all the devs have done. Like 100%.
I'll be back. Somebody just pulled in my driveway.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, I absolutely will. Well, and that's one thing that I had stated earlier, like not is like a lot of people wanted to blame Do Big for why the game died and whatnot earlier or previously. I've heard a lot of people state that, but the only common denominator between now and then are the current devs. Do Big is not here, and the game is still in a dying state and going downhill. So it's got nothing to do with Do Big for the bad decisions. Like, and a lot of misunderstanding though to that as well as I've heard a lot of people say they sold it to Do Big, which also did not happen. It was a joint collaboration, meaning both parties were equally joined together, and Do Big actually left. And they left probably for a reason. And then in the attempts to try to build back up is when, they did the AAs and other things. But like, they're still killing the game. Do Big isn't here to do that. That is solely the current devs. And I've heard actually mixed things from several people now by this point that I've been involved with this game and playing this game, and there's actually weirdly people who want Do Big back. Now I don't know 100% of the ins and outs of Do Big, like specifically. I've also heard people say that they hated the idea of um the C2. Now honestly, C2 in itself is something that I think I would have personally absolutely loved and enjoyed. Um, and the concept of C2, what I've heard and gathered from that is that you could choose not to go, or you could choose to come back to C1, and when coming back to C1, your current level at C1 and whatnot would still be there. But what people didn't like is starting over in C2 was the biggest like drawback or the biggest complaint. However, essentially that's no different than kind of like rebirthing. And rebirth is a very common thing with a lot of Roblox games, but without actually rebirthing, which also is a concept that is from a lot of or a few other actual real games, is where when you go off into another what's the word I want to use? Um, mm, my words aren't wording. It's there, but it's not there. Uh, like I can picture it, and I know the word, but it's not there. But like in another dimension, let's say, I don't know. That's gonna have to work for now. But whatever. Then you're starting off in a whole new thing, and but it was different quests, different rods, different whatever, and you're completely starting over. That concept isn't a new concept. And that is something that, in my opinion, especially for somebody who would have already completed and been sitting around twiddling your thumbs, already finished C1, I would have thought, enjoyed a whole new area to unlock and discover and start over, essentially. Um, I would have loved C2, personally. Scatter, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Um, yeah, no, it's a brain thing. Stupid word didn't want to come to my brain. It still didn't. It's so that word what is gonna have to do. Hi, Ligna. It's been a while since I've seen this character. I love this one. This one's my favorite. Have you completed every? I'm gonna be honest. 3 mil at level 75 is a lot, right? Like I think 3 mil at level 75 is a lot too. I'm not gonna lie. I think I think but I said it all along. I don't think in any way any of this is what balanced is, but I also don't think I agree with the fact that 3 mil at 75 is a lot, but I think also asking or expecting in the state that the way that the game is going, I don't think it's a lot with the state like how do I word that or explain that? I don't think 3 mil at 75 in the state that the game is a lot, but if it was in an actual true balanced nature, it'd be a lot, if that makes sense. Yeah. Hi, Nyman. Yo. I am going to step away for a minute because I need coffee. I'm out of coffee. I can't believe I'm already out of coffee. I'm gonna move that though so I don't disconnect, hopefully. And crash again.